So guys, as we learned in the previous videos to clean our data, and we have our data with us which is clean now, and we want to add some more information inside our data now. So what I have done, I have brought some more data sets with me, and this data has the information about a particular coin. So what I want now, I want to append and merge my data set. These are the two things we will be learning in this video. So the very first thing we will be learning is append queries. What's append query? Append query will add one data set after another data set. So it means the last row of the first data set will become the starting point of the next data set. So if I need to append my BTC dataset with the dot dataset, what I'll say append and create as new. So when I'll say create as new, it means it will create a new dataset for me. So I'll click on append as new, and then it will be asking us what's the table you want to join, whether you have two tables or three tables. Currently I have two tables, which is my BTC and dot. So I'll select both of them. And now when I've selected both of them, it means at the end of my BTC dataset, the new dataset will start, which is my dot dataset. So just click on OK. So you see my new appended dataset is created now. And you can see that the first row is BTC and my last rows, I mean when the BTC is completed, it will start from dot, as it's a very big data set. So the best way to check whether it has appended correctly or not, just say keep rows and click on bottom rows, and let's check whether the last 5 rows of the data set has dot or not. Yes, it has the dot, so it means it has appended my both the data sets correctly. I'll remove the step. Now another thing to notice, you see here we have some additional data columns here. One is volume BTC and another is volume dot. What does this means? These are the two columns which are not identical in both of these data sets. That's the reason Power Query has created the two new columns for us. This column is coming from the BTC dataset. This column is coming from dot dataset. And you see the value is null here. The reason why it's null here, because the BTC dataset doesn't have any value for dot coin. The values for dot will only be coming from the dot dataset. So if I say that keep rows and the top rows, okay, which you can see in the current database, it has no values here and it has value only for the Bitcoin. And I'll scroll on the other side. So you see we have BTC here and we only have the values for BTC. We don't have any value for dot. Now what I'll do, I'll check it for the bottom rows as well. I'll click 5 here. Yes, here you can see we have the volume for dot, but we don't have any values for BTC. Why? Again, because dot dataset doesn't have any column for volume BTC. Rest all the columns, this open, high, low, close, they were all identical in both the datasets. That's why we have values of dot and Bitcoin in these columns. There is no null values here. So this is the way how we append queries.